people think two things incorrectly about me: that I'm only here to cause chaos, and number two, I only pick on women. That's not true. You see, a lot of times, this is the difference between women and a lot of men. You see men, because men know the extremities of how shit could go, they usually reach out, and the way they reach out is like, yo, could we fix this or not? I'll give you another example. Remember the stream a couple like streams ago when I mentioned, I was like, yo, I was on this boat and like, yo, Sway Lee DM my girl or whatever the case is. Me and Sway Lee reached out. Me and him, we like, you know, all these celebrities, they watch the stream, bro. You know, and he reached out and we had a conversation. And we had a conversation about the like the whole thing. And by the way, like, I'm actually looking at the chick right now because I'm like, did Sway was like, yo, nah, listen, I don't know about nothing else, but that boat, I was busy doing some other shit with some other chicks. I don't even know who you were with, but I definitely ain't DM him. And we had a whole conversation about it. And honestly, if you ask me, I think it was a mistake. I think it was a mistake. And what I mean by mistake, I don't think Sway did anything wrong. You get what I mean? And I'll expound upon that if y'all want, but you know, he came to me and was like, yo, Ak, like, bro, I fuck with you enough where like I wouldn't want to be the nigga who's trying to inadvertently disrespect you by hollering at a girl you were with. And I know for some of y'all who like violence, like I like beef and drama, you don't want to hear that, but you have to take somebody by their word. All right, cool. Let's get to the Meg shit. Yo, hush. You're the worst. All right. Yeah, yo, listen. And by the way, and hold on, right before I get into this isn't only the case of Ak with men. I have to give examples because people will be like, oh no, it's because he's scared of these dudes. You know, there were times that me and Cardi B could have had issues and we dealt with it as humans and we talked, communicated, understood that each other aren't here to be horrible people. And we kind of, you know, just communicated. And what that did was made us understand each other more and realize that, oh, okay, like it would be futile to just be like dissing or beefing with each other because that's not it. These days, me and Cardi B were very cool. And I only say that because every time, you see, niggas never see when I'm going at bums like Freddie Gibbs all the time. They're like, oh, I don't got the same energy with dudes. What are you fucking talking about? And then when I say, oh, me and these dudes, we came to an agreement or we're like, you know, we're working it out, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I just pussy. He beef with all the girls, but he working it out with the dudes. Bro, I do the same with men and women. You feel me? Like, again, you just never heard about, like, you never heard about me and Cardi B had issues. And by the way, I salute to her for that because when she had issues with me, we dealt with it in private, so you never heard of it. That's the beauty of it. Now, it's a couple different ways. Like, when Nikki had problems with me, I ain't gonna lie, she came to me so crazy in DMs. I think I exposed it. She was like, yo, my nigga want to see you. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? That's when Nikki really thought she was a blood. Is Nikki still a blood? I really gonna talk about that in a second. Anyway, let me get on to some shit. Chat, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. There's nothing more for me to say other than this. This video was unavailable. Oh, because I'm using an ad blocker? Alright, let me turn it off for this one. Pause on this site. Here we go. Okay.
Society and links our world together.
All right.
That's why Raytheon Technologies employees are committing their time, resources, and talent to make new connections and help support the communities we live in. Because when we connect,
Okay.
we all move forward.
All right, I'm going to pause it real quick. Let me just say this about the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing. Let me say this about it. First and foremost, Meg the Mule, a.k.a. Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know what the truth is. But I was talking to a lot of industry people today. Very important people. People who I would never mention their name. Because the utterance of me mentioning their name, of being in a conversation with me, where we're all discussing, do we think Meg's telling the truth? Is she omitting certain stuff? Is this the real thing? Just the fact that those people would participate in that discussion would probably cost them their livelihoods, because they work in a society that basically says you need to believe Meg. But what does their heart and gut say? It says they don't know. They don't say she a liar. They just say they don't know. But then this interview pops up. And I get to realize this one very important thing. Meg Thee Stallion did this interview for one specific reason. She wanted to let people know, I think y'all are losing sight of why this whole thing is happening right now, but I am the victim. Y'all tell me if that struck y'all as odd. The last time we seen her on social media, she said, I ain't talking about this no more. We gonna see in court. Yet she's doing a whole interview, giving new details. Wow. At the end of this interview, you're gonna hear her say, she kept saying it, I want people to know I'm the victim. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Why is that so important that the people see you as the victim? From my knowledge, it doesn't seem like you're testifying in court. From my knowledge, I just can't see why you need people to believe you rather than the courts. I wonder what's up with that. Granted, you're also doing this when Tory can't talk. So it's not like Tory just said something 2 weeks ago. Anytime Tory's spoken, you've spoken. Why are you speaking again when he just got locked up for speaking? Now your voice could be unchecked. It was interesting. I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to be a little slow with this. Here we go. Let me go to my backup page. It's actually crazy. I'm playing a Whack 100 clip, but listen to this.
She gonna pull a gimmick, break down crying to the world, give us all this sad story about people she lost in her family. A bunch of shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And then everybody gonna say, oh, okay, we understand. Why this
they gonna
nigga
want
make
us to
this
take her
out
out.
of it?
Okay, so Oprah or Gayle, which one?
Oprah, I fuck with Oprah.
I'm saying, which one is Megan gonna go on to do what you're talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Probably Gayle. Because Oprah ain't for that shit. Oprah get on there and be like, well, Megan, he's not guilty, and it was your prints on the gun. I might have just said too much. But she knows. Remember I told y'all this. She gonna...
Yada 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 I've always been confident. I've always been loud. I've always been outgoing. Like, I've always just enjoyed.
Apologize, people. I apologize. I apologize for lies. Just give me a second. Here's the point what I was just trying to say. Right before I got into this video. You know, people have like thrown in the air that Meg could possibly sue me. I've begged her to. And in fact, in actuality, I believe I have a lawsuit, even though I think she's being a little vague. Meg has accused me of taking money from Tory to purport or put out certain information that is false. That would be the definition of defamation and also slander, because that's not true. And you're making it sound like I'm some, number one, peon. Number two, some type of nigga who's doing some really nefarious shit. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, in the news media, I'm just one of the only people who could give this opinion. And you know what's so sad about this? I talk to so many people in media. Bro, they all feel like I do. Like, it's not even like a little bit. They all, well, if they're male and they're in the industry. Now a lot of women are like, niggas ain't shit. Yeah, of course he did it. So, you know, like, you can't really, like, those people, like, they can't see, like it's hard to see the forest from the trees. You know what I mean? So they're thinking about their own situations more than what's in front of them. They're not even trying to think about shit like that. But the majority of people I've talked to, bro, they just don't want to get exposed for having that thought of doubting a black woman. But everybody's like, yo, is she telling the truth? Today, over 7 people who are heavily and really powerful in the industry hit me up and said, Ak, Megan Tory wasn't even fucking? I heard otherwise. So I asked them all, I said, who'd you hear from? Because when I tell people that, everybody be like, I just made it up. They're like, we've heard it from so many people that they were fucking. Why did Meg say that she was there fucking this guy? And you know what I said to him? I just don't know. This whole situation is fucking weird. I don't even know if Tory did it or not. Because every time I'm like, sometimes I'm 99% sure Tory ain't do it. But then, like, I watch this and you're going to see, like, there's a clip in there where they're like, yo, we have the best friend who said Tory did it. And they texted at the time. You know what I mean? It's not like they had the time to come up with a lie. They texted at the moment. I'm like, oh, maybe Tory did do it. But then I hear a bunch of lies from Megan. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I really don't know. I really have no fucking idea. But here's the thing. Nobody wants you to question Meg. And that's the most concerning part of it all. So let me keep playing this shit.
Entertaining. When I look now, I'm like, dang, we really did this.
Mm-hmm. When did you know you were good at this?
I feel like I wrote my first rap when I was 7, and I didn't tell my mama, well, I did tell my mama the rap, but I didn't tell her I wanted to be a rapper. But I saw her rapping, and I would go to the studio with her, and I would sit in the waiting room, waiting at the door, listening to what she in there saying, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds fire. I like that.
I could do that at 7.
I could do that. And when I got to college, everybody just knew me as the Stallion, and she rapped, and I was like, okay, this is my identity. Yes, this is what we wanted.
H-Town made the, H-Town raised the, damn, I'm so proud to be your H-Town native.
5 years after Megan Thee Stallion posted this dorm room video, she made her debut on the Billboard Hot 100 list with the song Big Ol' Freak. That same year, her mother passed away. She had already lost her father when she was just 15. I asked her what she had learned from her parents, a question that made her emotional.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I was just curious about the impact and effect they've had on your life.
They were my best friends. It was only the 3 of us all the time. When I went to school, I feel like it was a little different with me interacting with other kids. So they would kind of pick with me a little bit. I was so tall already. They just really let me know you can't ever let somebody else's insecurities make you insecure.
I'm a savage, yeah. Classy.
In May 2020, Megan Thee Stallion's hit song Savage is inescapable, and so is she.
Savage is everywhere. You are a huge success, which brings us to July 12th, 2020. Let's go there, Megan. That night changed everything for you.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument.
Megan Thee Stallion hit by multiple gunshots.
There was an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to the way that it did. Can you just briefly walk us through what happened that night? It starts, you're at a party at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there and we were just hanging out and I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car.
Yo, there's ways to tell a story. There's ways to tell a story and there's ways to drive a narrative. I've always believed the people who tell the story and the version of the story that don't even make them look the best. But it's the truth. Those are people I believe. The people who just sound like, oh, I never raised my voice. I never did anything. I just randomly wanted to leave. And then somebody just shoot me. Come on. This is why it looks weird. And whoever a PR team is, y'all just keep fucking up. I know the story. You were at a party. You weren't ready to leave. Kylie kicked you the fuck out. If I know it, everybody knows it. Kylie kicked her out. You have to leave. Not only you and your posse, because y'all are beefing at my party. Again, I'm not saying, for some people who are listening to this, and this is why this, believe women stuff, it's nothing wrong with it, but, it's a little problematic because if you try to get closer to what really happened, they feel like, oh, you're illegitimizing the victim. No. It's important that we know that Meg and her two other cohorts were beefing among each other, disrupting a party with Kylie Jenner and others, and Kylie asked all of them to leave. All to leave. When she says, oh, I was there all day, it sounds away. By the way, here's the thing. Here's another thing I hear. Which, by the way, this is what I hate about when you have to play within these lines. Because people are like, yo, what does that matter? Yes, it does matter if she was kicked out. Why was she kicked out? This is the word from everybody there, but everybody has stayed the fuck out of this. Meg and the people with her were kicked out. Number one, people were being annoyed at Meg before, but Meg was belligerent drunk. She was very belligerent drunk. This is what I'm saying, what the context is missing. When she said she was there all day, from the info I got, she was there before Tory. Tory showed up there last. From what I hear, she was invited, and she invited Tory. Now, put it like this. You ever show up to somebody who already been at the party for a long time? They're lit. When she says, I was there all day, Tory wasn't there all day. Tory was probably there for maybe 30 minutes to an hour before that whole little Insta Live shit. She's there all day drinking. And I know about drinking. When you've been, yo, nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still finding out shit that happened when 6ix9ine came to my spot and we did that whole interview. Bro, I was drunk. That's one of the few times I was drunk. Just to put in perspective, Meg was at Kylie's place all day, drinking all day. She's drunk. But it doesn't sound good if you say that, right? And then when I say, people say, what that got to do with anything? Why are you mentioning that? It all plays into it, right? But we'll keep going. Oh, what the fuck is this? Sorry.
Car, you, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver / security.
Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston.
There was an argument, and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the back seat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over. Like, I'm done.
Cap. Yo, Meg is really, this is why I know a PR team set her up to this. This is cap. You know what the argument was about? Everybody, even Kylie Jenner could testify to this. Y'all got kicked out of a party. So it's not like y'all just started arguing in the car, because y'all didn't peacefully leave. Y'all was making a scene at the place. You know what the argument was about? You was mad at Tory because you felt that nigga was being extra. That's just how it is. I've been told y'all this. Like, yo, niggas get a little extra when they see another bitch. And your old bitch sometimes feel like she got to act up because you're now acting up because some new pussy's around. Tory's acting up because he see Kylie. And Megan's looking at him like, yo, why this nigga acting brand new? You start doing shit that's overt. He's trying to tell you to chill. Your other friend is like, yo, what the fuck going on with this? Your Tory, what you doing, nigga? And she looking at you like, damn, yo, Meg, you my friend. Like, what the fuck is up? Y'all are all arguing. Meg made it seem like, I'm listening to this shit. Meg made it seem like she peacefully walked to the car on her own accord by herself when she wanted. Nobody kicked her out. And she just sat there and people in the back were just beefing. What the fuck?
Done with this, and I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. So I get back in the car.
All right. Hold on.
What happened here?
Over. Like, I'm done with this, and I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have.
My bad, I keep freezing it. But this is where, like, shit get a little bit, like, iffy. Because from stuff I've heard, like, I don't know if it's how they edited this, or I don't know if Meg just had talking points and she just went into it, but you'll realize shit don't make sense. Y'all get kicked out the party. Or, according to her, y'all just leaving. Then she says, I shouldn't have got back in the car. Well, you didn't arrive there with Tory's car. You didn't arrive there with Tory. You're leaving with Tory in his vehicle. So what is she talking about when she says, I shouldn't have got back in the car? I'll fill y'all in. Meg, who sees that there's a tense situation in the car. The best friend's mad at her. The best friend's mad at Tory. She's mad at Tory. Tory's in the middle trying to Tory think he a player, whatever the case is. She's basically frustrated even being in the environment. Megan's telling these people that she's trying to leave. She don't want to be around it, this type of shit. She's also drunk. So you know what drunk people get. She's telling him she want to get out the car. So just keep in mind her words. I shouldn't have gotten back in the car. This is before the shots happened. She said I shouldn't have got back in the car. Well, you didn't come in the car in the first place, so what you mean get back in it? She was trying to leave the car already. Granted, and by the way, that's good to her point. She could show that she wasn't trying to be in there. But the reason she was trying to leave the car is because all of them were having issues. It's not like she's making it sound like she was just chilling.
Should have not got back in the car. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. So I get back in the car.
Okay, so I think from here, and this is what I'm deducing, the car had stopped the previous time before. Or she had got in, and then she was trying to get out because they're arguing, and they beg her to get back in the car. She get back in the car. Now, this is where I have to also interject, and I know y'all want to just hear this thing fully through, but I'm trying to give y'all some more details. And again, this is me using all the information from all the sources I've ever heard anything from, and I'll cite what I know, and I'll cite where I've heard stuff from. This is where Whack 100, who pretty much accurately predicted what Meg was going to do, Whack 100 said this happened. Whack 100 says, according to the people he's talked to, Meg was so upset at being in the car, Meg was telling them, yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. To the point Meg is drunk and Meg doesn't want to be in the car anymore. She starts kicking at the window. Okay? Don't ask me why, but Meg is basically like, yo, y'all pull this fucking car over. I'm getting out. Fuck y'all niggas. Blah, 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 blah. She starts kicking at the window. I also hear, and I don't know when this happened, but allegedly she kicked out one of the windows, or she shatters, or I don't know, whatever. But she breaks one of the windows with her feet. Keep in mind, Meg is in a bikini because she literally just left the party. Okay? So she's upset at other people in the car. She don't want to be around the situation. She ends up kicking one of the windows shatters, right? Let's keep hearing. Which, by the way, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm listening to her giving you details. Why didn't she mention that?
It's like it's getting worse.
The
like,
arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. Mm-hmm. So I get out the car, and it's like everything happens so fast. Yes. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance, and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I was so scared.
In the car, shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even want to.
This is where it gets funky as well. I thought she said her back was turned. I don't know what's going on no more. First, her back was turned, but she could still, I guess she got a third eye. She could see that it was Tori. Her back was turned, but she could see it was Tori over the window. I don't know. This is kind of odd.
Move. I didn't want to move too quick, like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
by the way, she has to work on the crying shit. Like, the crying shit right here don't look too like, believable. But I'm not gonna negate what she's saying. I will tell you the reason why, if you ask me, like, why. Again, first of all, I wasn't there, so I wouldn't go on record believing either side. But this is where, and I'll be very honest with y'all, I've never understood, and I've talked to Tori, this is before his case got to this point, and I've talked to the best friend too. I've talked to the best friend, and I've never just got this answer. But this is part of the story that is true. But I don't know why this happened. Meg wants to get out the car. Allegedly, she kicks one of the windows. Apparently, like, kind of shatters or, like, breaks somehow. They pull over. She hops out the car. She's walking away. And then what's interesting is I don't know what exactly happened before a gun was introduced. I think that's important. Like, how did that happen? Now, from what I hear, Tori didn't have the gun with him. The gun belonged to the security guard / driver. If the driver is driving a car, how do other people get the gun? But not only that, I heard there was a wrestle for the gun. Allegedly. That people were wrestling for the gun. That even confuses me. Why would people need to wrestle for the gun unless someone may have intended to use the gun? Then, let's say, I'm not going to negate what she said. She said she heard Tori say, dance, bitch, dance. That's just an odd phrase to say before shooting at a woman. And not that it matters. Let's just assume this is all true. you shot multiple times at her, nothing hit directly, and she ended up with bullet fragments? This whole story just sounds wild. Let me tell you this. I've talked to the best friend. And by the way, it's important timing. Well, actually, no, we'll play it in a second. But for anybody who might be like, yo, you just on Tory's dick, you hate women, blah, blah, blah. No, bro, I'm trying to be as objective as it could be. I'm just telling you with this story, I believe the way she's telling the story doesn't make me feel like she's giving all the details. And I feel like this is a nuanced situation. If you ask me what I really think that happened, I feel this is what I really feel happened. And by the way, I have no proof of this. I have no proof. This is what I really feel happened. Meg feel that Tory is trying to get with Kylie. She in her feelings. By the way, they've been fucking. When I mean fucking, he been donkey fucking her, okay? Meg done fucked like 30 niggas in the industry. That's what I heard. I don't know what Meg over here acting like she not giving up that little pussy. You feel me? Meg was fucking Tory. Tory piping her out. She invited Tory to Kylie's house. Tory over here thinking his big head ass, alopecia having ass is about to get like a come up by trying to slide up in Kylie. Meg peeped the shit, start acting up, call that bitch ass nigga out. Then the best friend's like, what the fuck? I ain't know you was fucking with Tory. Yo, by the way, and I got video to prove this part. I'm gonna say this is about the fourth nigga that Meg done fucked in the industry that her friend start talking to. That's whole like behavior. That's just facts. Her best friend find a nigga, start talking to him, and Meg fucked the nigga. That's a fact. This is what I believe. I don't have no proof of most of what I'm saying. If I have proof, I'll show y'all. But it's what I honestly believe. I'm calling it straight down the line. I don't care about Tory or Meg. Cool. Meg getting at Tory. Tory's kind of in the middle trying to calm her down, but the best friend's looking at Tory like, yo, damn, yo, you a fucked up nigga. They start getting loud, blah, blah. Also, the best friend looking at Meg like, damn, Meg, this is the fourth nigga you done fucked. The fourth. How you my friend and every nigga I meet, you fuck him. Bet. Kylie Jenner, they not into that fucking Jocelyn Cabaret. Fuck it, man. Get these hooligans out of here. The security escort everybody out. Tory's driver was already outside. They hop in Tory's car because they didn't want to leave Shorty there and blah, blah, blah. You get me? By the way, if you're asking why Meg wasn't there with her security, remember her security came out later talking all that bullshit? The reason why Meg wasn't there with her security, Meg was fucking Tory behind even her security's back, okay? Her team didn't even know she was fucking Meg. To keep it real, her best friend didn't know. Meg was taking private flights and all type of shit. Meg's team didn't know for the most part, and that's why they were relying on Tory's security, because if Meg wasn't doing some sleazy shit, fucking her best friend's nigga, she could have had her security and her team watching out for her best interest, but she didn't. So she relied on Tory people, okay? Now, let's get to it. They fucking get in the car. It's a three-way argument. The best friend arguing with both of them. Yo, Tory, you a piece of shit, man. You really talked to me for all these months, and you over here, you fucking my friend. Also looking at Meg like, yo, Meg, yo, you my sis. Like, yo, we both from Houston. This is the fourth nigga you don't fuck. Like, yo, what's up with you? Blah, blah. Meg over here, she's lit as fuck. Lit out of her mind. She's telling her that it ain't like that, blah, blah. But she's also cussing out Tory because she's like, yo, Tory's just doing whatever. Cool. She's just frustrated with this whole argument. She's just telling him like, yo, fuck it, man. She don't want to be yo, get me out of the car. They be like, yo, we going somewhere. You know when the drunk person want to do some dumb shit while you have a plan? Yo, let me out. Like she getting emotional. Man, shut the fuck up. We get into the hotel or wherever the fuck y'all going. She start acting up. They're trying to kind of like control her. She start kicking the window. They pull over. She get out. She get back in the car. And then when they start driving again, they start fucking arguing again. Everybody's arguing. She fucking act up again. They pull over. She hop out, start walking away. This time, the friend, this is what I believe. This is only my thoughts at this point. Only my thoughts. So I have mostly no proof to back this part of what I'm saying up. I believe the friend that's why Meg wanted to get out of the car. I think the friend is upset at Meg. Meg not trying to like react to them. Meg's like, Meg been fucking her nigga, bro. Like, Meg been literally fucking, this is the fourth nigga Meg done fuck, bro. Like, Meg really Meg's a demon, bro. Like, she done fucking, any nigga, her best friend fine, she fuck. Like, bro, like, her friend tight. Anyway, whatever, they go back and forth, they train personal insults, and this is what I think. I have no proof for this. This is all I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think that Meg hop out the car, start walking away. They tired of her too, and her friend talking shit. She probably said some slick shit to her friend too. And her friend probably, who also was drunk. Everybody drunk. Tori was drunk too. Friend fucking trying to buck at her, grabbing for the gun. Tori's trying to stop her. Like, yo, chill. What the fuck is you doing? The gun was for the security, so the friend grabbed it. I think Tori and her are wrestling over the gun. The gun shoots a couple times. It didn't aim at Meg, but it aimed at the ground. The bullet flies off the ground, splits into a million pieces. It didn't shoot Meg, but like some of the fragments hit Meg. She bleeding. She's all hysterical. You feel me? They basically try to calm her down. There's people in houses right over there looking like, what the fuck going on here? They hear the gunshots. They hear Meg also crying. They hear people shouting this and third. They tell, yo, get back in the car. Get back. Yo, come on. Whatever. I got to think at that point, Meg, like, I know she drunk. Which, by the way, it would be helpful if she just said she was drunk, because there's so much questions I would ask. Meg, why the fuck would you get back in a car after a nigga shot you, bro? Like, let's just really be honest. If a nigga just clapped you, bro, why would you get back in the car? No, that nigga, like, it was a drunk, like, she ain't mentioned nothing about alcohol. It's alcohol this whole shit's caused by. Yo, the nigga calmed you down. You like, all right, bet. You get in the car, and then that's when the police come, because the police pull y'all over not too long after y'all leave that block. And then when y'all leave that block, basically the cops start asking you questions. You look at it, and I don't want to invalidate what she's saying when she said she was trying to save Tori and wasn't trying to say he shot her or whatever. Maybe she was just talking about the glass from the whatever. I don't know. Because, I've also heard rumors that Meg's feet was cut when she was limping before she got shot. I don't know what the fuck, bro. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm defending nobody here. But I just feel like Tori and the best friend was wrestling over that fucking gun, bro. Like, let's just keep it 100, bro. Tori and the best friend was wrestling over the gun. I just can't see why Tori would shoot her. I can see why the best friend would shoot her. Nigga, that's the fourth nigga you done fucked. Whoa, like, what the fuck going on? Like, man, every time we go out to a party, the nigga I'm talking to, you done fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck going on? You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm thinking happened. I could be wrong, bro. I could be wrong. But they told my, listen, I thought it was one shot got fired. She said there was multiple shots that get fired. Multiple? But let's keep listening real quick.
You were afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before. And I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm really bleeding. So I like drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying
He's
after
apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was.
Yo, Gayle, man, you got to get out of this interview business, man. Like, you a big name, but you trash. I got to keep it 100 with you, man. You ain't ask her, why the fuck did you get back in a car with the nigga who shot you? Why? Did he force you? Did he put the gun back to your head? Did he say he gonna shoot you again? Why the fuck would you get back in the car with the nigga who just shot you? Who knows if he gonna, like, if you're, she said she was scared. What, did you not think that he might just be bringing you somewhere to finish you off?
Helicopters, I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like,
yo, Meg, you should at least cut 3 onions under your eyes before this shit, because it's like she's trying to produce the tears, but the tears ain't coming, bro. It just ain't coming, bro. Like, she trying, bro.
Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
So somebody hears the gunshots. They call the police. The police come, and they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out the car.
Get out of the car.
Oh my God, I'm trying to.
TMZ obtained.
By the way, you see this clip right here where she's backing up and she's bleeding? I feel very sympathetic for her with that. Like, it seems bad, bro. Like, you know, something happened to her. I ain't never say nothing happened to her. I feel the details around something happening to her. That's the only thing we talking about. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I watched the footage of her backing up and I'm like, damn, something happened. I think we all kind of know something happened, right? Some people are skeptical if she got shot because it's like, if you got shot, you crawling. But it's okay, whatever. We just trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Video from that night.
And you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you. And I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say that?
Okay, I'm going to interject my opinion. And I am definitely liable to be wrong because this is me trying to use my situational, you know, awareness or situational, you know, understanding to make this opinion. I think 2 things. When Meg got back in that car, Meg was understanding that it was an unfortunate incident that led to whatever that happened to her getting injured, and she was trying to cover it up. I think she's BSing about, I only didn't tell him the truth because of George Floyd. I think that's BS. I think at first Meg was going to say, nah, that ain't really what happened. You get what I mean? I think that's what it is. Like, I'm going to just be very honest. Okay? I believe so. Okay? I could be wrong. But if you ask me, I'm just analyzing like everybody else. And I don't need to say allegedly because this is my interpretation of what I believe is going on. I think that she was trying to help cover it up too. And this is why it gets spookier. Because something happened in between then and the next morning that changed everything. Something happened in between then and the next morning that changed everything. Not gonna lie, a lot of people have told me what happened is Rock Nation. That people at Rock Nation heard the story and said, no, Tory shot you. This is how we're playing it. This is what I've heard. A lot of people have heard that too. It's not just me. But if you ask me when she's explaining why she didn't just tell them she was shot at, she did not want to think. And by the way, you'll hear me play clips of the best friend who will say, it wasn't supposed to go this far. You know what that means? It was like all y'all was on some dumb shit. All y'all were on some dumb shit, drunk shit. Shit happened. Y'all was trying to cover it up, and somehow it went super serious, and that was out of everybody's hand. That's what I truly believe. Let's keep playing.
He shot me.
For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us. because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did.
Bro, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? I was trying to protect all of us, even though those things that shot me. Really, bro? Like, are we really serious, bro? Bruv.
Just did this to me. My first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use.
She's going to say people are using her saying that against her. This is where Gayle fails in this interview. It's not knowing these other theories for her to ask to get definitive answers. You know the appropriate question to ask at this moment? So Meg, was there any point in that night where maybe you could have gotten cut from glass on your feet? I want to hear her say, oh no. If she says no, I'm like, okay, good. But she positions it in this interview like, oh, glass? I randomly made up glass. No, you didn't.
That against me, like trying to act like I'm lying. Oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
I never want to get on victims like that, but let's really start talking about this. Meg at first says her first contact with the police when she was backing up and she was bleeding, she was in a bikini, she said that she stepped on glass. But what you're going to also hear her talk about, she's later brought to the hospital. I get it. Like, put like this. The other day, a cop pulled me over. It was a black dude. And by the way, it was mad cool. He actually gave me a break. He just gave me like a little obstruction of view ticket. It's like $35, so it's cool. But one of the things he did, he was trying to make sure I was comfortable. Like, he's black, but he was just like, I guess he was trying to like, he actually dapped me up when we left. I don't know if he knew me or not, but he wanted me to not feel like my life was in danger because he pulled me over. So I definitely understand that. But that's in the moment of being pulled over. Meg, you're not with the nigga who shot you, right? So you can't say he's intimidating you. You're now at the hospital. Why the fuck you ain't telling the truth? Why the fuck, unless you ain't trying to cover this up, why you not telling it? I get it at the car. You trying to keep it calm, but you go to the hospital afterwards. Why are you not telling the truth? Why not just tell the truth? Who are you protecting at that point? They got Tory in custody. What do you think that, like, and if I'm you, the nigga who shot me, I'm hoping the cops do kill that nigga. Kill that nigga. Why, like, we're not asking questions because, you know, it feels like we're belittling a victim, but if I understand her saying in the moment when the cops roll up, she don't say it. But then she get brought to the hospital. The hospitals later also say, oh shit, there's bullet fragments here. They're taking it out of her leg or her foot or whatever. So they know what's going on. Why don't she just tell them then? Allegedly, she doesn't fully cooperate till the next day. Why? You see why I believe that she was trying to cover it up too, but why was she trying to cover it up? We got to ask these questions. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was some shit that is just not black and white, that somebody shot her. Maybe it was some shit that two people were... Who knows? I'm wondering why that's not involved in her story. Let's keep listening.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass, did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital. And
see, Gayle King is trash. Immediately, I would be like, okay, so you're not around Tory Lanez. You're not around the big bad shooter. Why don't you tell them that you got shot by big bad Tory Lanez?
the police questioned me, and I said it was just glass.
You still stuck?
Okay. So this is what, you hear what I'm saying, right? Her first example of, I didn't tell them because black men are getting killed. Cool.
I stuck with it. It was glass. And
you went to the hospital. Why are you still sticking with the glass story? Meg, you were trying to protect the nigga. But you were trying to protect him not because you thought he could get killed. It's because whatever that happened, you were cool at first with wiping it under the rug.
Right as the officers was like, okay, we done with this, we leaving, the doctor came in and he was like, you know, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were bullets.
So she lied to the cops, and right when the cops finna leave, the doctors come and be like, yo, there's bullet fragments there.
That you had been shot. Mm-hmm. And the medical report also says that to this day you still have
bullet
fragments in my
foot. Feet.
And there are still many people, as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe.
By the way, the police report for that night still doesn't say Meg said anything about Tory shooting her. I'm just trying to get the mentality of it. So now they find out that you got bullet fragments. Tory's not around. Tory's not around her. She still don't say Tory shot her. Why and what changed for the next day?
You were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, help, Tory shot Meg.
I really thought that we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment and I was letting so many people in and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me and just I could hang out with everybody and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating.
You're damn right he wasn't dating you. He was just fucking the shit out of you.
Really close. We were friends.
Y'all was definitely close. That nigga was close to your ovaries, your intestines.
Hung out like every day, and
y'all hung out. Alright, some shit was hanging out.
And his mom passed too, so when I felt like we were bonding over that.
Bonding, okay.
And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you?
Come on now. Like sexual.
Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So what?
Right then, I threw this whole interview out the window. Bro, let me tell you, it's something about like, and by the way, this is Meg's intention. She wants to be believed. Anytime you want to be believed and you want to go tell the story, tell the whole story. That's why I love telling stories. You know why? Because when I'm, you know me, I love telling the truth. I'm going to tell y'all some shit about me that probably won't make me look too good, but it's going to be the truth. This story don't even sound right now. So, like, right when she said, I wasn't fucking him, cap. If you think I'm lying.
Remember I told y'all this.
Look at what the best friend said. She said she never fucked Tory. This is the best friend this is the fourth nigga that Meg done fucked who the best friend talked to first. The best friend wouldn't say this if you never fucked Tory. Listen to this.
Come to find out, your ass was fucking with a nigga behind my back that I was on first. And that ain't right, because you supposed to be my best friend. We laugh at bitches that do that shit to each other. We not supposed to do that shit to each other. So stop playing with me. And I don't want to go back and forth on the internet. I don't want no. I don't care whatever you think you got on me. Expose the shit, because there's nothing that you can expose that I won't hold myself accountable for. Accountability. You need to learn how to hold yourself accountable for shit. This shit, I don't even know why it's going this far.
I'm hearing all the keywords. I don't know why it's going this far. This is a nigga who you was fucking with behind my back. She's talking like Meg was fucking that nigga, man. Let's just you gotta use a little context clue to shit, man. Your best friend ain't talking to you like this unless you fucked her man, bro.
Come to find out, your ass was fucking with a nigga behind my back that I was on first. And that ain't right, because you supposed to be my best.
Put it like this. Meg was fucking a nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, do we have to really, come on, bro. Like, the best friend's basically saying you was fucking a nigga, man. This is her best fucking friend. This is the other chick that was in the car. This is a chick where they're arguing over whatever they're arguing over. Because Meg lied about fucking with Tory, it made her whole shit sound weird. But let's keep listening.
Why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related to the shooting. We asked his attorney about Megan's allegations in this story. She responded that they look forward to addressing Ms. Pete's claims, including her inconsistencies, discrepancies, and omissions when his case goes to trial later this year.
How has your life changed since you were shot?
I feel like my anxiety is worse. I feel like my relationship with people it's gotten very cold because I'm not as trusting as I used to be.
I was going to ask you, is it hard for you to trust people?
Like, I've got this wall and I don't want to make any friends, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can to everybody. New people, I probably don't even hold a conversation longer than 30 minutes because I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm like on the verge of tears, and I don't want to have to explain to strangers why I'm crying.
Yeah.
Half the time I just want to pick up the phone and call my mama and be like, what do I do? Like, it's too much. I feel crazy. I'm sad, and I feel like I have to hold it in because I have to be strong for so many people.
What do you say to people that still don't believe that you were actually shot?
I don't think any of this is for them. It's for me. I know this happened to me. Mm-hmm. And I'd rather it play out in court and the facts come out and everything comes out.
I'd rather play out in court, but I'm definitely here on this interview just to tell y'all what the fuck happened. And I'm going to speak more now than I'll ever say in court. Huh?
Than me having to plead my case. And I'm a victim. I'm the victim. I'm not defending myself against anything. Something happened to me.
And following a pretrial hearing earlier this month, Tory Lanez was taken into custody.
Oh, man. Meg, I'm sympathetic for your situation. I don't believe any woman should, go through some of the things that you are allegedly going through. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. This story just stinks of just lies. I just can't believe the entire story, how you're telling it. And again, not saying that you weren't shot or maybe Tory ain't do it, but the story as you're telling it sounds like a whole bunch of fucking cap. And if you really cared about the legal system getting you some justice, you wouldn't be doing interviews, but you care about the people. And if you care about the people, maybe you'll get everybody else on your side. But until I see what goes out in court and I get more information, I don't believe it happened how you said. Okay? And shit, I've been waiting for Tory to give to be honest too, and this is where I get to be all the way honest. I've asked Tory a million times about what happened, and to his credit, Tory has never ever told me what happened when it came to the motherfucking like what happened with the gun being fired. Like I've heard the stories. It always skips over the part where the gun gets introduced and somebody gets shot. The story starts. I heard 5 people tell the story who were there. Everybody has the same start. A couple of minor details change, whatever. But once it gets to the gun, nobody knows what happens. And then once it gets to her allegedly be shot, nobody knows what happens. But everybody knows right after what happened, which is just spooky to me. So, again, I ain't really here trying to take no sides, but Meg, I just feel like you're lying and you're not telling the full truth. You might be the victim, but damn it, man, you might as well just be quiet until the case is resolved. All right?
Come to